Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all signs. So since it is a general reading, just take what resonates with you. It is also a timeless reading, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, that is the best time for you. We'll start with our main energy. Our main energy for today is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Someone is rushing to you today. Somebody will arrive, and this person is in a hurry. I don't know if this person is from your past or somebody who is new, but this person is rushing towards you. I don't know if they have an urgent message for you or whatever the motive of this person is. I'm not quite sure, but he seems to be in a hurry, and he seems to, it can be a message. For some of you, it can be a message because he's carrying a sword, or maybe a proposition, or maybe they want to express something to you. Okay, so it can be a romantic partner, it can be a friend or a colleague. No, if it's a colleague, maybe they have a new idea, or if it's a friend, maybe they have a good news for you. Or it can be also that they are rushing to you because they are concerned about you, or maybe they are afraid of losing you also for some. So somebody is on their way towards you and they seem to be in a hurry. Okay, now what do we expect to unfold? There will be a closing of a chapter. So this person that is rushing to you, I don't know if they will apologize or whatever, but whatever happens is that when this person comes, there will be a closing of a chapter. I don't know if it's a closing of a painful chapter and a new one will open, new beginning and new hope. Now, it can be that this person is rushing to you right now because they are afraid that a chapter in their relationship with you is starting to close and they're trying to save it. But I feel whatever it is, the chapter will truly close. Or it can be that a chapter will close, then after this chapter closes, this person will come. So you try to see how it will unfold before you, depending on your situation. But one thing is for sure, two things will happen. A chapter will close and somebody is coming your way. Whether this person is from the past or in the future, we do not know. Somebody new, it can be. But whatever it is, there will be a closing of a chapter. Either after this person arrives or simultaneously, or maybe after the chapter closes, this person will arrive. Now, what is the advice of the universe for us? Well, allow the chapter to close and lay down your burdens. So I feel whatever it is something, this chapter that is about to close is something that has given you quite some burden in the recent past. You have been carrying a certain burden and finally you decided it's enough. I don't want to carry this burden anymore. It's time for me to lay it down. I think for some of you, you finally made a decision to close the chapter, and closing the chapter will allow you to lay down your burden. And I think the universe, the card seems to be saying, yes, lay down your burden. You've carried it too long already. So this person that is rushing can be related to the old chapter and they're trying to keep the chapter open. But somehow the universe and you have somehow decided it's time to lay down the burden. It's time for you to take some rest. You've done your part, okay? Maybe it's time for the person to do his part or her part. Or maybe it's time for you to take another level of the relationship. So it's like You cannot go on with the level of relationship that you had in the past. Something has to change. Something has to change because it has caused you a lot of pain in the past. You see here, you've been stabbed so many times, so it means it has caused you a lot of difficulties in the past. Maybe even for some of you, you already have some physical symptoms because of the burden that the past has brought you. But it's already closed. The pain is no longer has already ceased. A new day is beginning, a new chapter, and it's as if the universe has agreed. It's time for you to lay the burden. Okay, so if this is somebody from the past, you will need to explain that no, I cannot go on in this kind of level of situation. It's time for me to lay down the burden. If it's somebody new, maybe this one is coming to the rescue so that you will be able to free yourself from this chapter that is closing. This can be coming to your aid right now as you undergo the new transition wherein you will lay down the burden and they will help you begin a new chapter in your life. So take how it resonates with you at this time. Now we will go to the next part, which is the self-care tip. For our self-care tip, our message for today is take the time to go inside and find the cocoon of inspiration. Place it gently within your heart and watch the dazzling butterfly emerge. I feel that the message of this card is for us to regularly have a time to listen to our inner self, to go into our heart, in order to constantly open ourselves to the message we receive from the spirit world. So from the spirit, from the divine, and also from our spirit guides, our angels also. It's spending regular time to nurture our intuition. A gift that is given, if you don't use it, if you don't nurture it, you sort of deprive yourself of the joy, and also you deprive the world also of the joy that these gifts potentially can give us, all of us. So in a certain sense, we need to really spend time to really invest on developing this ability to listen to our inner world. So it's like developing it as part of our life. It's developing a way of life. So you try to adapt it into your present situation, how you can make it as part of your daily schedule to have a moment just to be alone, a moment in order to be in contemplation or meditation or in prayer. That special moment where it's only between you and the spirit. It doesn't have to be a long time. Oftentimes when people who undergo transformation, usually they will notice that they wake up early in the morning. And I think it is a very ideal time to spend that time in listening to the spirit, because it is at that time when everybody is still sleeping. And I remember this person who has dedicated his life to serving the divine. He said that when he was still young, he enjoys praying to the divine at night time, because he says when he was a child, he always imagines that at night time everybody is sleeping, and so he has the divine all to himself. In a certain sense, that is what is really quite nice, no? Because, but it's in the other way around, because the divine is always there for us. But early in the morning, everybody is sleeping, and so the divine has you totally for himself or herself. So it's like you who is more available to the divine in the wee hours of the morning. Why? Because there are no other people who will be competing with the divine with regards your time, your attention, because early in the morning, everybody around you is still asleep. And so you can fully dedicate your time to this quiet moment with the Spirit, this quiet moment to listen to yourself, to undergo healing, to undergo shadow work. This is the best time because there are no distractions. And so it's actually, when we look at it, it is the best time because there are no other people competing with this moment that we can have. So it's really a me time. And it's easy for us to set up boundaries because at this time, nobody will insist. Nobody will insist on taking your time because that is a time when you can consider as sacred. So I think that is the invitation of this card, to have a sacred time, a moment just between us and our spirit, our inner self, between us and the Spirit, between us and our spirit guide. Once we start, even with just 5 to 15 minutes, if we start to have that me time, you will be surprised with the butterfly that will unfold. That is a life that is more blessed, a life that is more thankful, a life that is more guided by the Spirit. Well, that's it for today. I hope that our self-care tip has inspired you to have moments for yourself each day. And thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. It helps the channel to grow and it helps the channel to reach more people. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.